Hi, I'm Dr. Kathy Kerr, and this is my assistant Corey, and this is Louie, our assistant as well. And today we're going to go through how you would give your pet medication. We try really hard to not need to do this with our pets. I know it would all be wonderful if they all stayed perfectly healthy all the time, but sometimes we need to do medications for preventive health care, and sometimes they really are in need of medication. So we're going to show you how to make it as least stressful as possible. So Louie has a couple of different things he's going to experience here with us today. We have some capsules, some pills, some liquid medication, and a couple models to show you just exactly what we're trying to do to make it easier for you to actually get the medication into their mouth in the first place. So I'm going to start with showing you on a cat model here first, because they are a little bit different. So with cats, you want to actually get their nose pointing up towards the ceiling as best you can, because when that happens, that lower jaw actually drops and gives you really good access into their mouth. You just need to worry about trying to keep that tongue out of the way. And truly it's the same with dogs. Same thing, if you can get their nose pointing up towards the ceiling, their lower jaw starts to drop a little bit. With dogs, it's actually a little bit easier if you sometimes come to the side with medication as well, because you can try to work things like your fingers or a pill popping device in between the teeth, so it's a little bit easier for them. If you just try to put medication down the side, I can pretty much guarantee it's not going to go down their throat. So we're going to start with the capsule for Louie here. So capsules by nature are long and a little bit sticky, so you want to make them a little bit moist on the edges so that they're easier to swallow. There's a couple ways to do that. You can just dip them in a little bit of olive oil, and that way they're just kind of lubricated coming down the side. You look like you want to take that just as is. Pill pockets are another option. And these little things have little envelope holes in the middle of them. And so you can actually put a pill into the middle of it so that it will cover it up and hide it for the pet. So this would be another way to get medication in. Louie, would you like a treat? Good boy. So sometimes it's more about your sales job and how you can get them convinced that medication's a good thing. Some of them, even with the crinkling of a bag or with just shaking a pill vial, they learn to come because they're getting a treat out of it. And so they're actually pretty happy to come and get medication from you. If you do need to give an actual pill, for some dogs, they'll actually just take it in another pill pocket or directly down their throat. For some of them, there's reasons sometimes why you don't want to get your fingers in the mouth. And sometimes it's because they really don't want your fingers in the mouth. And sometimes it's because, like Louie, they've got really big tongues and it's just really hard to work your big fingers around their little mouths with their giant tongues. So something like a pill popping device lets you put the pill into it, and then you can use this as sort of a balling gun kind of thing to just get over the tongue so that you can get towards the back of the throat where that pill needs to go. So you can come in either directly into the mouth this way or over from the side, but you're aiming for the absolute middle, just over the hump of the tongue at the back of the mouth. Otherwise, again, if it falls off to the side, they're probably going to spit it out. So you want to make sure that you get it right into the very middle. So we're going to give Louie his pill. So we're just going to prop his nose up towards the ceiling a little bit more and work this right over his tongue, right down into the back of his throat there. Way to go, fella. And sometimes you can actually just give them a little squirt of water afterwards too, and that makes them swallow and just get that pill right down there. And sometimes it's a nice thing to do just because, again, the pills are kind of dry. So when you're giving them liquid, that's probably the easiest way to do that anyway, is just to come right in from the side of their mouth. And this one, you really don't need to get into the cavity behind their teeth. You can actually just put this right into the little cheek pouch at the side, because they'll start sipping it off of the syringe. You really want to avoid putting things directly from the front where you can, because it's a little bit less intimidating for them, and they're a little happier to be compliant if they're not scared. The Kong people have created this lovely meaty stuff that will also help too if you've got a pill that you need to bury something into, because most of them will just lick that directly off and they'll take the pill along with whatever it's tucked into. Right? You like anything that's a treat, don't you, fella? Thanks very much for watching our video on how to give medication. If you do have any questions, please do contact us through our website. We're really passionate about making sure that things are as stress-free for your pet as possible, and we do want to help you if you've got any questions about how to do this best. Thanks very much for watching.